soccer perfection.
With an absolute golazo.
Goal! As good a goal as you can see.
That was a heat-seeking missile.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the State Farm Show Complex in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's the New Holland Large Arena at FREEDMONT Mortgage Field. The Harrisburg Heat taking on the Baltimore Blast. MASL TV, the Heat coming into this game at 7-11. And just barely hanging on a thread for any possible playoff hopes. Baltimore 12-6. And just a hair behind Utica in first place. Utica 13-5. Baltimore 12-6. It is our St. Patrick's Day special here in Harrisburg. And the Heat shedding the purple. They have the white and green on. And going with kind of the Irish names on the back of the jerseys. Harrisburg starting in net. William Bonaheen, 3-4 on the season with a 6.96 points against average. And William Van Zella right there clearing it out of his end for the Baltimore Blast. And Van Zella having a normal great season as we get down on the near side a blue card against the Heat. We're going to get a tripping against Harrisburg. Bonaheen coming out and taking out the Blast player. Van Zella on the season, 11-6 with a 4.57 points against average. So Willie B, as the PA announcer likes to call him here, called for tripping. Taking out Adriano dos Santos, who's still a little gimpy out there, but staying on the field. It's the last thing Baltimore needs is another injury. Vinny Dantas not playing in this game. He is ill, so Dantas is out for this one. Mello to restart things. He'll play it out front, and the shot is blocked. Oliveira, and it blocked by the Heat out front. Power play is on. 40% on the season for Baltimore in the power play, and the Heat have killed off 47%. Those power plays against it. Left side shot and a save. Donatelli put one right there on that left side of the net. High throw by Willie B. Headed around out in the neutral zone. And here comes Baltimore again on the attack. 118 on the power play. Donatelli, left side. Hoxie, back out to Donatelli. Hoxie on the left, knocks it off the boards, comes out to the middle, and shot up and out of play. It'll be a goal kick for the Harrisburg Heat. That one ripped by Mello. So the Heat will restart things. It's Ty Hall there for the Harrisburg Heat. It's a question whether he'd be good enough to go today or not, and he is. And Baltimore comes up with it once again. New lighting put in here at the Farm Show Complex. It's not completed, but may look a little different than some of our past games. Using new LEDs in here in the large arena. Mello, left side, Donatelli. He'll try sending one towards the middle. He gets blocked. Comes back out again. It was Hundelt on the block. Donatelli on it again. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Donatelli. Mello. He'll approach top of the arc. Shot down the slot, blocked by Patrick Thompson. Sent back over to Oliveira. And Mello has it again. Near side pass. Donatelli. Left point. Crosses it back over to the far side. Here's Hoxie on it again. Looks to go into the corner. Plays it back out to the neutral zone. 3 seconds left on the power play. Donatelli with a shot up and out of play. And that'll do it for the penalty. As Francis was serving the penalty, he'll stay out there. These teams have met 4 times this season. Baltimore winning 3 of the 4. 9-4, 6-5, and 9-3. The Heat winning only once. 8-6 here in Harrisburg on January 26th. Teams are at equal strength. And the Blast with the ball. Van Zella on it outside his yellow. He'll send it all the way down toward the left corner. That's Dos Santos there. On the wing, holding, getting now double team. Plays it back out to Diesel. And all the way back out of midfield to Mello. Van Zella again setting things up. Instead lets this one shank wide right and go out of play. 11-14 to go here in the first, no score. A lot of other games on tap in the MASL today. Mississauga at Utica City. St. Louis at Milwaukee. Kansas City at Florida. Dallas at Rio Grande. And El Paso at Monterey. Try to get you some of those scores as the afternoon and evening come about. Here's a steal. Oliveira down the left side. Shot, save. And cleared back out to the neutral zone. Willie B, good position there in the middle. The Rochester, New York product. Splitting the time this season with Matt Perella in net. He trying to get it out. They'll work it around. And now Tavoy Morgan comes up with it. Morgan, 23 points so far this season, 16 goals and 7 assists. Keep an eye on him. Matt Brame sending it down to the right corner. Danny DePrima there, back out to Brame. The Frenchman will send it out to center circle. Patrick Thompson on it. Dumping it down toward the right corner. Hits the official and goes dead right there on the right wing boards. Hall sending it over to Thompson, who shoots it wide left. And the Blast come back up with it and just clear it. Thompson on it again. By the way, these green jerseys that you see will be auctioned by the Harrisburg Heat. Many of them have a Mick before the name, so you got Mick Francis and Mick Santana. Everybody's Irish today here in Harrisburg. Francis sending it down toward the corner. Don't worry, I'm not going to call him that. That'll get a little annoying after a while. Santana out in the neutral zone. He'll bring it behind the midfield stripe, getting a little pressure from Hoxie. Goes down. And took a little while for the official to blow the whistle, but they do. And Santana's slow to get up. Not getting much empathy from the Baltimore bench. Let's see what happens here. Just kind of turn and his feet slide out underneath him. He's up. Appears to be okay. Sometimes it's the simple injuries that are the bad ones and the ones that look bad that aren't that bad. Santana's going to play it to the near side. Willie B on it out in the neutral zone. He's going to leave it. And the Heat will send it up with Villela. All the way up into the left corner, and Van Zella will pick it up. course, the Heat getting most of its scoring, led by Ricardinho Carvalho. 22 goals, 15 assists, 37 points on the season. And Melo doing the scoring for Baltimore this season with 17 goals, 14 assists, and 31 points as he gets wiped out there and appears to be a little shaken up. The carpet put down here on top of the dirt at the farm show. Back in January, we had it on the concrete when they played. Now we're back on the dirt surface. And frankly, it just doesn't seem like it's any softer because they really roll this dirt down hard before they set the field up. Restart coming up. Juan Pereira on it, just outside his yellow, no score. Ball sent down to the left side, Dos Santos on it. He'll play it back out to the neutral zone. Pereira moves into the left point against Thompson, moves to the wing, knocks it off the boards to the middle, and popped just wide by Dos Santos. Morgan trying to get it out of traffic and does over to Santana. He'll send it up the field, long pass all the way up to Brain, but Vanzella comes over, knocks it away, and Brain gets it back. All the way out to the neutral zone, and the Heat with it again. Escobar, near side, Thompson. Thompson trying to cross it to the opposite side, but hit Pereira, gets it back and moves in. Double teamed along the boards, and the Heat will take the steal now. Here's Escobar along the far side. Santana will work it to the near boards. Nelson Santana leading the Heat with 25 blocks this season. He's coming over to Harrisburg from playing in Syracuse last few seasons. Morgan with a shot just wide. That's his hard over to the far side. Ty Hall trying to run it down as it's brought back out. And Hall's going to be called for the tripping fouls. It takes out Tony Donatelli. It'll be a free kick for the Blast. That's a good call. Hall was a little behind him, got mostly ankle. Restart coming up. Baltimore sending it down to Santos. Misplayed the bounce. Santana in traffic will tap it over to the far side, and the Heat will clear it back out. Ball knocks around, and Hundelt comes up with it on the near side. Dos Santos steps back in front and controls and loses it out of play, and we've got timeout. We'll step out with 6:48 to go here in the first. Baltimore and Harrisburg scoreless. Back after this on MASL TV.
To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or christherealtor4you@gmail.com. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Founded in 2004, DOCEO Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. FREEDMONT Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. FREEDMONT Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations.
Shot and goal!
That was arena soccer perfection.
With an absolute golazo!
Goal! As good a goal as you can see.
back in Harrisburg. 6:48 to go here in the first. John Wills back with you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Run down the out-of-town scoreboard here in a moment. We've got a couple finals already. Baltimore trying to get to it. We'll get the foul whistled on the blast. Oh, big upset today. Mississauga 9, Utica City 3. So the Blast with a chance to move back into the driver's seat in the East with a win today. Milwaukee over St. Louis 7-4. That's a final. And Florida leading Kansas City right now 11-8. We're scoreless here in the first. Baltimore dumping it down to the Harrisburg zone. Thompson on it. Back to Willie B. Sends it around the boards. Thompson getting it out now for Francis. They'll fire it up the far boards. And Carvalho sending it back and then dumped all the way down in the corner. Danny DePrima on it there for the Heat. Sending it out to Thompson in the neutral zone. Thompson working it towards the yellow and back out at center circle. Matt Brame sending it over to the far side. Ball sent around the boards by Villela. Villela's been hot lately. 7 goals, 11 assists, 18 points. Here's a shot from the neutral zone. What a blast. And Van Zilla had to pop that one up over the crossbar. It'll be a corner kick coming up for the Heat. What a rip there from Brame. Just stepped up towards that yellow line and let it fly. That would have, I think that would have caught just underneath the crossbar had Van Zilla not been able to get the hands on it. Restart from the left corner. With 6:14 to go here in the first. Not sure what the delay is about. I think they're saying the clock did not move. So they're resetting the time, and the time will say 5:31 now. There we go. All right. So the restart for the Heat, sent around the board, still loose in the middle, and Baltimore able to block it all and clear it out. They'll bring it out in traffic, sending it down the near side, looking for Mello, but Hundelt sends it the other way, and Villela has it. He'll slow it up, keep possession, scoreless first. Here comes Hundelt. Down the right side, long shot, and that one got deflected wide, but it was aiming for that far corner. Knocked high in the air. And the Heat trying to come back up with it again, the neutral zone, but Pereira, that is, getting it over to the far boards. Riley takes it down into the corner. Sends it back out front. Hoxie with a blast up and out of play. Well, the fans, don't forget, outside of being on the team, the best way to know what's happening in the MASL is to tune in to Kick This. Every weekend, Soccer Sam will discuss the ins and outs of what's going on in the MASL, and you can find Kick This on iHeartRadio. It's Saturday mornings, 11 o'clock Eastern Time. Check it out, Soccer Sam, with all the info on Kick This. A playback on in the neutral zone. Along the near side, Heat trying to double up and win that ball away from Thomas, and they do. Hundelt has it. Trying to get up for Morgan, but too far. D'Oliveira's on it. Losing it now. Hall with a shot blocked by Van Zilla. Comes back out to the neutral zone, and Julian Escobar on it. Now Matt Brame. Brame trying to keep control and look for someone. Loses it, and then trips up Escobar. Check that. Trips up Dos Santos. Just kind of mishandled the ball there, and Dos Santos saw the opportunity. So the foul against Harrisburg. No score. Blast with it. Near side Thomas. He'll send it down toward the left corner. Brame sending it back out front, and then it's kicked out of play by Thomas. Well, the Harrisburg Heat would like to thank Miter USA for providing today's match balls. Miter, founded in Harrisburg, England, among the world's oldest sporting goods brands, starting production in 1817. Miter is a proud partner of Major Arena Soccer League and providing arena-specific match balls to both the MASL and MASL2. Here's the Heat. Carvalho on it in the neutral zone. Ricardinho taking his time, playing it back on the near side to Brame. He'll send it all the way up to the far boards. Francis out of Thompson. Near side Brame. Now Francis. Chips it down to the right side, but headed back out front to the neutral zone. That's Diesel. Diesel, 14 blocks on the season with this Blast team. Francis having some problems controlling, and now Willie B picks it up, gets it out to Matt Brame on the far side. He'll dump it all the way down into the corner. Carvalho sending it back out front and gets knocked down. So it'll be a restart for the Heat at the left point with 3 minutes and 1 second to go here in the scoreless first quarter. Got a banged up Blast player. So off the field goes Daniel Oliveira. Patrick Thompson to restart things. Thompson goes off immediately after restarting. Hundelt comes on, runs it down the corner, sends it around the boards in front. A shot hit underneath the crossbar by Ricardinho. Carvalho blasted it, but blasted it right under the crossbar, and it came back out. Great setup, but unable to finish. Here's Morgan down in the left corner now. This Baltimore team has been battling injuries all season, but you know it's a Danny Kelly team that they just keep working harder and harder, and by the end of the season, they go into playoffs, man, and they just turn it up another notch. That's why they've been winning championships the last few years. They put it together, and they've shown just how hard they work in the season to mold their team back together, especially after losing so many players. Ball sent down into the corner, but it goes over to Willie B. He'll scoop it up. Hottest team right now in the league is San Diego. Whew, are they hot. 15-game winning streak, 17-1 on the season for the Sockers. And Landon Donovan, playing only in 4 games so far this season, has 4 goals and 7 assists for 11 points for the Sockers. So they're certainly the favorite right now heading down the stretch here into playoffs as the Heat pop one up and out of play. Filson Water is the official water supplier of the Harrisburg Heat. Ask Filson about branding and promotional opportunities with your logo on the water bottles. It's Filson Water. Here's the Heat down that left side and sent around the boards in front, but look at that shot right there, hit right on that crossbar, and Carvalho just a few inches off of putting that one into the net. 1:18 to go in the first. No score. Ball sent up the near side. Carvalho has it played back over to the keeper, Vanzella, but his pass bounces out of bounds. So a kick in coming in for the Heat. Mississauga already out of playoff possible contention. Trying to end their season on a positive note. Winning today 9-3 over Utica. Which makes Utica now 13-6 on the season. If Baltimore wins, Baltimore will be 13-6. So Mississauga doing a little bit of a favor for the Blast today. The Heat, though, need to win out and pray for a lot of help. Mathematically not out of it, but they dug themselves pretty much too big of a hole. Out in the neutral zone, Dos Santos setting it down to the near side. Oliveira along the boards, double team. Dos Santos hops in there. Francis is there. Everyone's still battling. Hundelt trying to come up with it, and he does. Kevin Hundelt brings it back up the field, and then Rayleigh just steps in front and gets it back to Vangela. And that is the end of the first. After one here in Harrisburg, scoreless. Harrisburg Heat and Baltimore Blast back with the second quarter on MASL TV.
To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or ChrisTheRealtor4you@gmail.com. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Founded in 2004, DOCEO Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. FREEDMONT Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. FREEDMONT Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations.
One-touch shot and goal!
That was arena soccer perfection.
With an absolute golazo.
As good a goal as you can see.
That was a heat-seeking missile.
Back in Harrisburg, scoreless first quarter, Harrisburg and Baltimore, and that's your East coming into this weekend. Now, Utica lost today. As we have a final score there, Mississauga 9, Utica City 3. So Utica now 13-6 on the season. So as you see there, if the Blast win, they will be tied in the standings. And Mississauga now 4-15 on the season. So that's where we stand in the East. And of course, when you look at the scoring out there and leading points, it's Tacoma's Nick Pereira, followed by Leo Gibson, Frank Teo, Ian Bennett in there. Nick Pereira having a great season thus far in Tacoma. They're in second place there. They're a 500 team, 10-10 going into today out in Tacoma. We get set for the second quarter of action. Shots in that first quarter, 4 for Baltimore, 2 for Harrisburg. And the Heat are going from right to left here on MASL TV. Nelson Santana plays it over to the far side. Patrick Thompson sending it down toward the corner. Diesel trying to get it back out. Kept back in by the Heat. Danny DePrima all the way out for Santana. He'll work it down along the far boards, but got a little tied up there with Hoxie. And Baltimore trying to get it out. Diesel deep in his own end. Great job by Carvalho to keep it in play. Now Vanzella just picks it up. Teams are changing up. Blast bringing up the field. Dos Santos over on the far side. Out in the neutral zone to Thomas. On the far boards, Thomas gets it back, takes it down deep into the corner. Sends it all the way back out to Raleigh. Dos Santos, left wing. Spins, shot, goes wide off the boards, pulled down. And by Willie B, he'll make the high throw up the field. And headed by Donatelli back to Vanzella. Vanzella in his own end. Near side Donatelli. Getting pressure, now plays it up the middle of the field. Heats down it the other way. Look out. Here comes Morgan with a shot and a kick save by Vanzella, knocking it up over the crossbar, out of play. So it'll be a corner kick coming up for the Heat. Restart coming up from the corner. Danny DePrima will take it. He's got Morgan and Francis near the top of the box, and Hundelt out at the left point. See what he does. He tries playing it across middle. Comes out to Hundelt, who belts one up high and out of play. So it'll be a goal kick for Vanzella. Kevin Hundelt, great defensive addition to the Harrisburg Heat this season. Neutral zone, Mello working it around. And Diesel steps up along the right side and plays it back to him. Still scoreless, 12:50 to play here in the second. Battle over on the far boards. Hoxie trying to spin along the boards, getting held up. It'll be a foul against the Heat for holding. Working hard there against Matt Brame. Restart coming up left corner. Sent to the middle and goal! Sent to Hoxie going down inside. Got the body on. I don't know if he got the knee on it, upper shin. But he got something on it enough to get it into the net. And the Blast have taken a 1-0 lead. Let's look at the lob here, right to the middle. Yeah, almost the knee, it looks like. Give you a better angle here. Well, lower knee maybe. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 19 seconds of the second. And Andrew Hoxie with his 7th goal of the season makes it 1-0 Blast. Mello will get the assist. And it's 1-0. Vanzella with it. Playing it over onto the far side. Blast taking their time. Raleigh leaving it. Guernsey setting himself up into position over on the far side. Moves it to the middle now. Now he taps it over to Juan Pereira. Santana steps in front, intercepting it, taking it down the far boards. And losing it as Dos Santos comes back in, and Santana gets it back. And Dos Santos gets a little run up the far side as he gets past SK. Crosses it to the right side. Donatelli can't settle it. Knocks it off the glass. And the ball cleared back out by Santana. Out of midfield, Jeremy Raley. Oh, check that. Sam Guernsey. Baltimore changing up. One player. They'll work it down the left side with a shot and a save. Hall getting it back out to the neutral zone. Trying to get possession, but a great job there by Thomas, staying in front of them and guarding that ball, and the foul whistled against the Heat. Thomas is going to dump it down the corner, trying to get it to Hoxie, who gets free, plays it over to the right side, but D'Oliveira can't get the shot off. Thomas has it again in the neutral zone. Near side, D'Oliveira sending it all the way down to Hoxie. Right wing boards, knocks it off the glass, and goes right over to Willie B, who picks it up. He goes to the top of the box, now fires it up the field. Here comes Morgan, getting free, left side shot, and a save by Van Zilla, then knocked out of play by Diesel. It'll be a corner kick coming up. Great run here by Morgan, holding up Diesel just long enough, and gets that pass to his left, the open space. So a corner kick here for the Heat. A good opportunity to tie this game. Ball sent toward the top of the arc, but a great read by Mello to step in front and bring it out of traffic. Hoxie up the far boards, trying to get control. He's double teamed. Heat win it, but can't control it. Escobar and Morgan, who's triple teamed there along the boards. And we're going to get a drop ball between the two. So it'll be Morgan with the drop against Nascimento. And Baltimore gets it. Then a tripping foul against Morgan. But Morgan thought he could restart things, or didn't hear the whistle. It's Baltimore ball. 10:05 to go in the first, or rather in the second quarter. So Baltimore with it. Van Zilla sending it all the way down to the right side, around the boards. Easy scoop there. The scoreboard is showing you there first quarter, but it is the second quarter here in Harrisburg, I guarantee you. Carvalho with it. Sends it out the neutral zone. Hundelt on it. Plays it out at center circle. There we go. Francis is on it. And now Brame. Francis. Long pass down to Ricky Carvalho. He'll send it to the middle, and Van Zilla easy fall to his left and protects it. Van Zilla playing it up the near side. Guernsey back to Van Zilla. He'll send it up the field, and Francis sends it the other way. Battling for the ball along the near boards. Guernsey comes back over it again. He'll step in, right point, sends it around. Knocked down briefly by Francis, enough to disrupt the possible scoring chance by Baltimore. Dos Santos on it back in his own end. And gets it over to Guernsey near side. He'll knock it off the boards to himself. Little run here, 3v2. Shot, hit the left post by Guernsey. And the Heat cleared back out. Brame sending it over to the far side. Carvalho on it. Heat trying to get some fresh bodies out in the field. Patrick Thompson. Near side SK. Along the near side, Villela. He'll move in. Left side gets free. Left wing shot just wide right. No one was on that back post to finish it off. Now Santana with it in the neutral. 7:48 to go in the second. 1-0 blast. Here's Morgan. Left wing. Moves to the corner around the boards and cleared back out to the neutral zone. Santana knocking it to Morgan again. Moves inside the yellow, plays it over to Hall at the right wing boards. Meanwhile, Morgan got knocked down on that pass. It'll be a foul against Baltimore. Midway through the second, restart coming up. Dos Santos pleading his innocence. Restart here between the Heat's Villela or Santana. Hall and Morgan are down by the post. Played for Morgan, but he taps it back out front to the point. No one there. Patrick Thompson, right point. Sends one around the glass. Allen will bounce out a play to the near side. We'll have our mid-quarter timeout. 7:19 to go here in the second. Baltimore 1, Harrisburg nothing. Back on MASL TV.
To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or christherealtor4you@gmail.com. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Founded in 2004, DOCEO Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. FREEDMONT Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. FREEDMONT Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations.
Back in Harrisburg, John Wilsbach with you, MASL TV. Leading the league so far this season, goal scoring. Ian Bennett out of Milwaukee. We saw him here just a few weeks ago. And the Wave were victorious today over the Ambush. You can see if what he got on that to add coming into this weekend for goal scoring. And he had 2 goals today, so add 2 more on to Ian Bennett. He's having a fine season. So 36 now there for Bennett. Teyu and Guernsey, also Gerson that is, with a lot of goals on the year. Got a final score in Florida. Kansas City losing today. Florida 12, Kansas City 8. Here's a shot to score. Hoxie right down the slot. And Willie B falling to his right, just not getting a hand on it. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, or rather in the second, is 7 minutes and 53 seconds. Second goal of the game for Hoxie, his 8th of the season. Nice move to the middle, right near the top. It may have been a stoppable goal that time. Second goal now for Hoxie. 2-0 Baltimore. Heat with the ball outside their yellow. Francis on it. Getting the blast. Win today. Oh, there's a giveaway by Thompson. Willie B has to scramble to get back. Had to come out for it quickly. Right side shot, save. In front, goal! Patrick Thompson. Vanzella made the initial save on Danny DePrima. Thompson there to finish it off. Or for St. Patrick's Day, we'll call him Old Thompson. DePrima shot, great save by Vanzella. Right there was Thompson flying down the middle to get himself in a good position to finish it off. Time of the goal, 8 minutes and 25 seconds. Patrick Thompson with the goal for the Harrisburg Heat. That is his 4th of the season. And Prima will get the assist. It's 2-1. Still in favor of the Blast. So Patrick Thompson brings the Heat back within one in this contest. Fans, Todd Dieter, State Farm Agency in Hershey. Happy to support the Harrisburg Heat. Stop by and see him. Todd Dieter, State Farm Agency. Ort Signs, the official sign sponsor of the Harrisburg Heat. They do all the signs here for them and do such a great job. And OIP Arlington Orthopedic has returned as the official medical provider of the Heat. If you're injured, go where the pros go. Go OIP. Baltimore restarting things. Headed back out by the Heat. Midfield, Jeremy Raley. Knocked away by Morgan out of play. It'll be a kick in for the Blast. Ball chipped all the way down for Hoxie. He sends it across the middle, but nobody home. On the near side, Donatelli trying to get it on. And he has it knocked into the corner, but he gets it back. Donatelli sends it around the glass and headed back out front. How many times the last few years in that championship run for Baltimore, we've seen such big goals by Tony Donatelli and Andrew Hoxie. And of course, we mentioned another big player, Vinny Dantas, sitting this one out because of illness. Santana brings it out to the neutral zone. Great series for many years between the Harrisburg Heat and the Baltimore Blast. Especially talking about the days of the 90s and early 2000s. Some great battles then, especially when it was also the Baltimore Spirit. Here's Thompson, left side. A new home for Baltimore down at Towson University. Hate seeing them leave that downtown arena. Home of so many championships, but what a great move they've made and being treated so great there at Towson. Here's one sent around the boards and picked up by the Heat netminder. Anaheim gives it off to Santana. He'll send it all the way down the other way. And Vanzella will pick it up. Not sure why Juan Pereira fell down there. Maybe just tripped. But sent back up. Willie B has it. 2-1's our score. He'll fling it the other way. We're just going deep back and forth right now. Dos Santos will leave it for Mello. Diesel sends it over to the far side. Ball sent back. Vanzella on it. Mello will play it over to his left. Jeremy Raley moves in left side. .341 to go in the half. 2-1 in favor of the Blast. Mello over at the left side. Works across the yellow and plays it at the right point. Dos Santos out in the neutral zone. Now Cemento leaving it. Blast just showing some ball control, working the clock. Trying to get something more solid in a scoring opportunity. This time they'll dump it down into the left corner. Thomas there trying to settle it, but it goes over the glass and out of play. It'll be a goal kick for the Harrisburg Heat. Well, fans, you're watching the Harrisburg Heat on MASL TV and catch all the games each week on the league's official streaming home, MASL.TV. Here's Morgan for the Heat. Playing it all the way out of midfield. Heat in the white and the green. Sent around, and Vanzella picks it up. We've seen him over the years in the Army camouflage. We've seen him in the pink for the pink game. Nice save there by Willie B. Ball cleared back out to the neutral zone. Morgan comes up with it. He'll work it across midfield, approaching the yellow line. In traffic, does an about face and sends it back out to DePrima. Now to Thompson. Patrick Thompson moving in, left point. Knocks it off the boards. Vanzella grabs it before Santana can get there. So it'll be a goal kick. Vanzella acting as if he is hurt for falling on the ball, but the Heat didn't even touch him. I don't even think Santana touched him. And Baltimore, I believe, is going to be charged to timeout. The Heat, I think, complaining that he was just faking an injury there, but let's see how he went down on there. Vanzella just slow getting up. Chats with his head coach, Danny Kelly, former Harrisburg Heat player. Well, fans, McAllister and Myers, your local real estate firm, active in the community and supporting small businesses, shows that they care. Their reputation shows that they're experts in assisting clients in buying and selling homes at McAllister and Myers. Don't forget to hit the Harrisburg Heat merchandise booth when you're here in Harrisburg. They've got all kinds of great stuff out there. Get it while you can, as the Heat are winding down the season, all home games. In fact, the Heat are home Saturday, March 23rd against Orlando. Orlando bringing in Elmo Neto and Thiago Freitas, if they are with the team on that trip. Then the Heat are home Sunday, March 24th against Utica. 5:05 of the start time. So we hope to see you here in Harrisburg next weekend. Baltimore has 2 home games remaining on their schedule. Friday, March 22nd. That is against Orlando. And then Sunday, March 24th against Mississauga, 3 o'clock game. So you fans in Baltimore, get your tickets for those games in Baltimore. Final 2 home games of the regular season. Last night, only a couple games. Kansas City over Orlando 9-7 and Rio Grande over Monterey 10-7. We'll run down today's scores again at halftime. Vanzella knocking it out to the neutral zone. Ricardinho sending it out to midfield. Brame will send it to the opposite side to Hundelt. DePrima up to Francis. Takes it down into the corner. Francis toward the wing. I believe that Francis has a little bit of Irish in him. A British player having a good season for the Heat. Far side, Hundelt battling along the boards. He's double teamed. 2-1 Baltimore leading. A whole pile of players trying to get to it over there. And it's kicked out of play by Dos Santos. It'll be a kick in for the Heat. So the restart coming up. Ignore that time on the clock you see there on the screen. So we are under a minute. Here's Francis. Shot just wide. Santana will blast one up and out of play. Goal kick for Baltimore. Nelson Mick Santana. Restart coming up. 48 seconds Manzella, long throw up the field, headed back. Willie B grabs on. As you see the clock ticking down there, we're at 34 seconds now remaining here in the half. Villela trying to send it in the Baltimore zone. No, clear it back out. Here comes Hoxie the other way with 22 seconds. Nice job by Francis stepping in front of the pass, cleared back out, and then sent out a play by Thomas. 11 seconds to go here in the half. 2-1. Baltimore leading. Let's go, Harrisburg. Make some noise. One more attempt. Anaimi wanted to get rid of that one, but then had to stop, and now Vanzella has it, and he'll just sit on it. 3 seconds to go. Out of midfield, Vanzella, and we have reached halftime. Here in Harrisburg, our score, the Baltimore Blast 2, the Harrisburg Heat 1. Stay tuned, we'll run down all the scoring and stats at halftime, the out-of-town scoreboard, and news from around the league. We're at halftime, 2-1 Baltimore on MASL TV.
Shot and goal!
That was arena soccer perfection.
With an absolute golazo.
Goal! As good a goal as you can see.
That was a heat-seeking missile.
To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or christherealtor4you@gmail.com. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Founded in 2004, DOCEO Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. FREEDMONT Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. FREEDMONT Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations.
We're back in Harrisburg. Welcome back. John Wills back with you on MASL TV, the halftime Frisbee toss that they do here at Harrisburg Heat games. And always a favorite. We kind of brought that here to Harrisburg a few years ago. Took that from the Philadelphia Kicks when they used to be in the old MISL in this league. And love to have Philadelphia come back, but they used to do that at halftime, and I don't know, there might be another team in the league that maybe used to do it, but here in Harrisburg has become a fan favorite, trying to hit a bullseye with that. Let's run down the scoring in this first half. Not a lot of it going on, and it was kind of the Hoxie show for Baltimore, but Harrisburg able to at least get 1 goal in this one, but it all came in the second quarter, the first quarter. We had no scoring whatsoever, and just a quiet first quarter. Both teams kind of feeling things out and trying to create opportunities. But in the second quarter at 2:19, Andrew Hoxie able to score for the Baltimore Blast, his 7th goal of the season, and Mello got the assist. That made it 1-0 as we see the restart here, and Hoxie just kind of getting that knee on it and knocking it in. So a great job there. And then Hoxie getting the long pass from William Van Zella, works it up over to the top of the arc and finishes it off. And then the Heat's back the other way. Thompson getting a goal. And that was after DePrima's shot was saved by Van Zella. And that's it. 3 goals in this contest total, 2 for Baltimore and 1 for Harrisburg. And that's where you get your 2-1 score in favor of the Baltimore Blast, and both goals coming from Hoxie. So the Harrisburg Heat and the Baltimore Blast, if the Blast win this game, they will be tied for first in the East with Utica, who lost today. And that was a kind of a shocking result there, as Mississauga defeats Utica City 9-3 earlier today. Also Milwaukee over St. Louis by a 7-4 score. And another final, Florida over Kansas City 12-8. So that's where we stand in today's MASL action. And that's where we stand here at halftime in Harrisburg. It's 2-1, Baltimore Blast leading the Heat on St. Patrick's Day. At the Farm Show, we'll come back with more here at halftime on MASL TV.
Welcome to the MSL Plays of the Week. Here's the best of the action from Week 15.
It's time to party, go and whine it. Turn your body around, I wanna go slow. I wanna give you more, I want this love to grow. Meet me on the floor, baby, yeah. Meet me on the floor, baby, yeah. She gon' make me move, she gon' make me groove. She gon' make me show all the things I wanna do. Meet me on the floor, baby, yeah. Meet me on the floor, baby, yeah. I know you gon' love it, I know. Brace and wind up, I know you gon' love it, I know. Make love to sunrise. I hope you like surprises. I hope you like the finest things. Take control of me like a puppet on a string. You're the real thing. Fill me up with good time. That's what love means. I want you on my team. I want you to have a ring calls. I know you gon' love it. I know. Brace and wind up. I know you gon' love it. I know. Brace and wind up. I know you gon' love it. I know. Brace and wind up. Stepping at the club and the girl them a call my name. Star boy from Jamaica, you know say that boy I no lame. So me look in her eyes, then she bust a smile. So me know she shy, know the reason why. Now go tell a lie. Know say she a mine from the way she whine. Crib it every time. I know you gon' love it. I know. No she gon' love it. I know you gon' love it. I know. Brace and wind up. I know you gon' love it. I know. Brace and wind up. I know you gon' love it. I know. Girl, you are mine. Girl, you are mine. Star boy from Jamaica, you know say that boy I no lame. So me look in her eyes, then she bust a smile. So me know she shy, know the reason why. Now go tell a lie. Know say she a mine from the way she whine. Crib it every time. I know you gon' love it. I know. No she gon' love it. I know you gon' love it. I know. Brace and wind up. I know you gon' love it. I know. Brace and wind up. I know you gon' love it. I know.
be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or christherealtor4you@gmail.com. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Founded in 2004, DOCEO Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. FREEDMONT Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. FREEDMONT Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations.
One-touch shot and goal!
That was arena soccer perfection.
With an absolute golazo!
As good a goal as you can see.
That was a heat-seeking missile.
John Wilsbach back in Harrisburg. Glad to have you along at halftime. 2-1, Baltimore leading the Harrisburg Heat. And these two teams will meet one more time here in the regular season. That's coming up at the end of the month, March the 30th, Baltimore at Harrisburg. But the Blast have already won this series. They lead this series 3-1. So no chance of the Heat catching them on that. And the Heat, slim to none chances at this point of getting the playoffs. But certainly the Heat would love to finish out the 6-game homestand with all victories. And that would be nice if they could finish over the 500 mark on the season. Baltimore with a win today will tie back up with Utica City, who lost today. And that was a 9-3 loss to Mississauga out there just outside of Toronto. That game, I think, was in Utica City, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. My goodness. Rough day for them. Of course, the rest of the league, you've got the Milwaukee Waves still in first place in the South Central. Monterey just barely holding on over the Barracudas of Rio Grande in the Southwest. And San Diego running away with it out in the West, 17-1 on the season. Next closest is Tacoma, 10-10, and Ontario at 9-11, battling for that second spot. Well, what a great season San Diego is having, and I would have to think right now they are the odds-on favorite to win the championship with how well they're playing and the addition of Landon Donovan. The Harrisburg Heat are home on next weekend. Back-to-back games Saturday, March 23rd versus Orlando. 7:05 start time. Get your tickets at harrisburgheat.com. Orlando, of course, with Elmo Neto and Thiago, who played here the last couple seasons for the Heat. Not sure if they'll be in attendance or not with Orlando for that game. And then on Sunday, the Baltimore Blast will be asking the Heat for a little help because the Heat will entertain Utica City, and the Blast would like the Heat to play spoiler there and defeat Utica. That's a 5:05 start time here in Harrisburg. We'll step out, come back with the second half. 2-1 Blast leading the Heat on MASL TV.
To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or christherealtor4you@gmail.com. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Founded in 2004, DOCEO Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. FREEDMONT Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. FREEDMONT Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations.
John Wilsbach back in Harrisburg. Glad to have you along on MASL TV. What an exciting season it's been around the league this year, and you can stay in tune to what's going on as we head down the stretch and to the playoffs with Soccer Sam. He has his show, Kick This, every Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on iHeartRadio. Don't have the app? Get it. Comes in handy. You'll be able to catch out Kick This with Soccer Sam. Always has guests and information. He'll fill you in all the ins and outs of what's going on in the MASL. Well, it's a 2-1 game. Baltimore's outshot the Heat 8-6. That's it. That's the only shots we've got. 8-6 in this game in favor of Baltimore. The Heat have 2 blocks, Baltimore no blocks. So kind of a lackluster first half. Now I think you'll see things stepped up a little bit more here in the second half as the Heat are going left to right. Well, he clears it back out to the neutral zone. Look out, Hundelt can't get to it in time. Van Zella, good read, comes out and sends it back the other way. Donatelli far side midfield, but Patrick Thompson comes over and challenges. Sent down into the corner. Dos Santos running it down, knocks it off the boards, and then cleared out a play by the Heat. We're going to get a restart coming up here for Baltimore at the top of the arc. Restart coming up. At the top of the arc for the Blast. They're going to put Donatelli out front. They'll move Hoxie and Dos Santos right there in front of that 3-man wall. They'll spread out and the shot is blocked. Sometimes these different plays trying to set up that restart at the top of the arc right there. You kind of hope that maybe the 3-man wall moves with the 2 players. Just gives a little bit of a gap that Blast will make it through, but the Heat held strong. Patrick Thompson setting it down along the near boards and brought back the other way. Along the near side, Nascimento taking it all the way down along the near side, and it gets free, and Mello unable to get the shot off. Goes over to Donatelli, who sends it back to the middle, and the Heat still having a hard time knocking it out. Nascimento keeps it alive along the near side, and Hundelt and Thompson. Now Mello has it, sends it over to the right side. Thomas, his shot off the boards and cleared out a play by Brame. It'll be a kick in coming up again, top of the arc for the Baltimore Blast. So the Heat will set up another 3-man wall with Carvella, Hundelt, and Valella. And Baltimore wants to talk about it. So early here in this third, they want to talk about this restart with 13:39 to go in the third quarter. Baltimore with a 2-2 4-1 lead. Well, fans, MASL and MITRE share a long-term vision to see arena soccer growth in North America. MITRE is the official ball of the MASL. MITRE's Astro Division balls are for the MASL League play, and their Astro Division is designed specifically for play on artificial surfaces. It features a more accurate flight than the average ball, and it has a 30% reduced bounce to make it play more efficiently in arena soccer. We welcome MITRE as a great partner in the MASL. So the Heat looking to see how they're going to defend this one. And the Blast set up an offensive restart, trying to take advantage of great restarts at the top of the arc. Dos Santos out front. Now Mello will play to the right. The shot is blocked by Ty Hall. I think Blast fans wanted a handball there, but I didn't see it. He got away with it. Well, he got away with it. Definitely unintentional. Near side Mello. Set up the far side, Dos Santos. Chip down, Dos Santos again on it. Top left side of the box, bicycle kick. Fans on that. Good job by Santana on the defense. Long distribution all the way up the field, heads down into the corner, and Zella knocks it over there, and Francis is on it. Dominic Francis back out to the neutral zone. DePrima plays it to the near side to Hundelt. Francis at midfield. See a couple of those green strips there at midfield. The ground crew didn't have a lot of time setting this field up and just had a couple pieces of carpet pull out a little bit too far from each other and had to use that tape to seal it up. Here's a shot and a kick save by Van Zello. What a blast by DePrima. Sent all the way back the other way. Willie B will clear it back out. Brame is on it in the neutral and sends it back into his own end to DePrima. And he'll play it back to Brame. Chips it up near sideboards. To Boy Morgan. Working it around in traffic. Taps it to Hundelt. Down along the near side. Hundelt gets it back. Santana with it out in the neutral zone. Playing it to the near side. This one kicked out of play. 11:29 to go in the third. 2-1 Baltimore. Here's that opportunity there. You see the blast by DePrima. Looks like it was the left foot by Van Zella to knock that one to the side. All set all the way down into the right corner. Santana knocking it out to Thompson. Out to the neutral zone. Oliveira back to Van Zella. Now Guernsey sending it down along the near boards to Hoxie. Hoxie with that tall frame. He'll leave it. Donatelli's shot save. Willie B getting the hands on it. Will Bonahine. You see that, got that left arm. Donatelli trying to find that upper right corner of the net. Nice save. Restart coming up from the right corner this time. Donatelli plays it out front. Gets it back. Shot, score! Really didn't even move much from his own position. And Donatelli makes it a 3-1 lead for Baltimore as they've got a bunch of fans here at the game. Plays it out, top right side, gets it back, and what a blast. Nice exchange here with Guernsey, and finds the bottom left corner. Time of the goal, 4:02 of the third. Tony Donatelli. Makes it 3-1. It's his 10th goal of the season. And back to a 2-goal lead for this Blast team. Anzilla sending it down the near side. I'd love to see a Baltimore Blast San Diego Sockers final. Just like the old days of the MISL. And some great battles between those two teams. Here's a shot down the slot, gets blocked, knocked around. And Vanzilla comes up with it. Hoxie on at left wing boards. Not that there haven't been some great games over the years in Milwaukee and Kansas City. They get a tripping foul on Hundelt. Oh, and now they're pulling out the blue card. Are you kidding me? I didn't think it was that close of being penalty material. I'd have to see the slide again. That's something they've been cracking down on this season in the league. Now the blue card may be well, they're not saying. They're just saying 2 minutes on Kevin Hundelt, not saying, okay, there it is, tripping. So they're calling the trip. Time of the penalty, 4:59 of the third. 2-minute power play here for Baltimore. Donatelli setting it down for Hoxie on the left side. Mello, left side, Donatelli, shot save. Ball high in the air, pulled down by Willie B. They'll take the long, high throw the other end. And now we're getting an explanation from the official to Heat head coach Pat Healy, the former Baltimore Blast defender. Not sure what, but they're just going to give the Heat a restart here with Willie B tossing it up the other way. Hoxie on it. And here comes Donatelli running the offense. Got the man advantage for another minute 23. Hoxie left side off the boards. Knocks back out to the far side. Mello moving in to the right corner. A little pressure. Back out. Donatelli in the neutral. They'll play it over to Hoxie. Left wing. Donatelli shot it wide. And has to recover it all the way out of midfield. 55 seconds remaining on the power play for Baltimore. Here's Mello. Left side Donatelli. Back over to Mello. Into the right corner. Hoxie sends one around. It hits off of Patrick Thompson of the Heat and bounces in. Hoxie will be credited with the goal and given the hat trick in this game. Time of the goal, 6:18. Hoxie on that right side sent it off the boards. It bounced to the middle. And watch Patrick Thompson here. Got the foot on it, trying to block it or redirect it back out. So Hoxie, an unassisted goal, third of the game, 9th of the season. Although it was Patrick Thompson actually scoring it. We've got timeout. 8:42 to go here in the third. 4-1 Baltimore on the power play goal. Back after this on MASL TV.
To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or christherealtor4you@gmail.com. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Founded in 2004, DOCEO Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. FREEDMONT Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. FREEDMONT Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations.
Playback on. The Heat trailing 4-1. Baltimore with a lead, saved by Vanzella. The Blast able to get it back out to Santos. Sending it up the field. Brame sends it the other way. Power play goal moments ago for Baltimore. Knocked in by Patrick Thompson. Hoxie credited with the goal. The Blast right now in the driver's seat. Brame clearing it back out to the neutral zone. Vanzella taking his time. His team changing up. They're going to have to step up the pressure a little bit more to get back in this game. Vanzella setting it up for Hoxie. Right wing boards. You've just tuned in. We mentioned early on, Vinny Dantas sick, not playing in this game. Loose ball in the middle, headed by Hundelt. They'll get it back from SK, and it's cleared back the other way. Heat on it. Trying to move into the Baltimore zone. Harrisburg wanting a penalty there, not going to get it. Good hustle by Villela. As he moves into the yellow there and got kind of bumped down. Very well could have gotten a blue called on that, but didn't get it. But has a nice restart opportunity here just outside the top of the arc. 3-man wall sets up. Shot, save. Vanzella taking that one away from Ricky Carvalho. Willie B comes up with it. Play continues, letting it get a little more physical now. Brame obstructed in midfield. It'll be a foul against Baltimore. The Frenchman, Brame. He's Irish today, Irish-French. Restart coming up for Hundelt. Baltimore with a commanding 4-1 lead. Thompson at midfield, playing it back for Hundelt. Near side, Thompson trying to make a little run. Approaching the yellow, moves in, down into the right corner, off the boards to the middle. There's Morgan, can't pull the trigger, keeps stepping backwards and goes over toward the corner and back out to Hundelt. Just could not get himself in the right position. Here's Thompson, moves to the right, tries shooting. Now it's Morgan holding on the wing. Has it poked away nicely. Good play by Raleigh. .609 to go here in the third. Morgan again near the top. Thompson able to get a toe on it, but it goes right to Vanzella. You know, he's always in the right position. It takes a good goal to get it past William Vanzella. He's not going to give up the cheap stuff. Ball sent all the way down to Dos Santos over on the right wing boards. Tries getting free at the top of the arc, and he scores! Nice little spin move out to the top corner of the arc. Finds the bottom left. It's now 5-1 Baltimore. Watch the move here. Dos Santos turns, pulls the trigger with the left, and just able to get enough separation with Hundelt, and Morgan unable to get over there in time. Time of the goal, 9 minutes and 21 seconds. And Adriano Dos Santos with his 10th goal of the season. Makes it 5-1. Baltimore with the ball out in the neutral zone. Heat trying to win it away. D'Oliveira, was he fouled? They'll call him for the foul. And the Heat restart things. Battle along the near side and sent back to Van Zilla from Diesel. Hall trying to keep it alive. Ty Hall on it. Out to Valilla. They have not given an assist on that goal by Dos Santos. Ball sent over toward the top of the arc and just a off-the-mark pass and recovered by Hoxie, able to clear it out. Hoxie's going to run with it now across midfield. Sends it down to the right side. Oliveira, who was overlapping. He can't control it. But he comes back out and gets it. Sends it out to the neutral zone. Now Cemento all the way back to Van Zilla. 4:33 to go here in the third. Van Zilla misplaying it, has to knock it to the side. Here come the Heat. SK, but Dos Santos back to help out. Van Zilla will clear it out again. Now Brain mishandling it. Nice spin move at midfield, takes it over to the far side. Hundelt works in. Right wing shot. Punched to the side again by Van Zilla. Back out for Santana. He'll leave it out in the neutral zone. Danny DePrima, who gets it back. Baltimore is really clamped down defensively, just not allowing very good scoring opportunities. And when you can keep Carvalho off the scoreboard, what a great job they've been doing. Thompson, Morgan, and of course Morgan too. Morgan works it down toward the left side, sends it around the boards. Over to Francis, and another kick saved by Van Zilla. Nice blast off the boards by Morgan. Comes around, Francis wide open. But Van Zilla sweeping back over to the near post. Able to get that ankle on it. So versatile. Restart for the Heat. Sent to the far post, but Francis was just off the mark a little bit over there. Thompson sending it back to Santana in midfield. And we're going to get a foul away from the play. They're going to call Nascimento for a hold as he was holding on to Francis, who was complaining about it about a minute ago. This time they see him, so it'll be a restart coming up near the top of the arc for the Harrisburg Heat. 3:11 to go in the third. 5-1 Baltimore. DePrima with a shot. That's blocked. Now Thompson on it. Plays it back out. DePrima. Far side Brame. Sends it down for the right corner, trying to bank it off the glass, but it goes too high out of play. So 3 minutes to go in the third. 5-1. Blast in control. 3 goals to Hoxie. One of them's actually knocked in, though, by Thompson. Donatelli and Dos Santos with the other 2. Ball sent up the field all the way to the keeper, Willie B. Brings it out near the yellow, and he'll send it all the way up for Morgan. Back for Villela. Morgan got knocked down. Just a foul whistled. Trying to draw the blue, but not going to get it. So it'll be a restart coming up. He'd need to get something going offensively, or they're just not going to be able to get back into this one. Sent around the glass. Comes out front. Mello heads it. Dos Santos misses. Thompson has it in midfield. Thompson trying to move in, but Mello just steps right in front and steals it back. Heat trailing 5-1. Ball dumped down the corner. Hundelt running it down there. Villela at the right point. Francis trying to get to it. Now Brame up on the far boards. All the way back to Willie P. Lost control, got bumped down. It'll be a foul. Not a penalty against Sam Guernsey. Quickly the Heat restart things. Brame on it again, up the near side. Here's Villela moving in. Make that Carvalho. Ricardinho unable to get something going again. And a quiet one for Ricardinho in this one. Ty Hall up the far boards. Getting wedged a little along the side. Can't get control. Sent back by D'Oliveira all the way to Van Zella. He'll send it around again. DePrima trying to get control. Mello has it. He'll move in center point. Taps it to his left. Back out to the neutral zone. Jeremy Raley. To the near side. Mello. 1:05 to play in the third. Baltimore in control. Mello at the left point. Back out neutral zone. Nascimento sends it over to the far side. And then gets it back. Mello along the near boards all the way back to Van Zella. Van Zella taking his time. Near side Diesel. Van Zella all the way over to Dos Santos. Donatelli. He'll work it in the midfield. They're just working clock, working possession. Kind of lulling the Heat to sleep right now. Hundelt can't control midfield. Thomas comes over with it, tries moving in. Bodies flying all over the place. And that'll do it. We've played 3 here in Harrisburg. Baltimore Blast 5, Harrisburg Heat 1, fourth quarter coming up on MASL TV.
Shot and goal!
That was arena soccer perfection.
With an absolute golazo.
Goal! As good a goal as you can see.
That was a heat-seeking missile.
To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4300 4526 or Chris the Realtor for you at gmail.com. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Founded in 2004, DOCEO Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. FREEDMONT Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. FREEDMONT Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations.
Back in Harrisburg, happy St. Patrick's Day. John Wilsbach with you on MASL TV, where the Baltimore Blast lead the Harrisburg Heat 5-1 after 3 quarters of play. Scoring in that third, Tony Donatelli at 4:02. Then at 6:18, a power play goal by Hoxie, his third of the game, but it was actually Patrick Thompson knocking it into the net. Then at 9:21, Dos Santos got his 10th goal of the season. And there is Pat Healy, former Baltimore Blast defender, first-year head coach of the Harrisburg Heat. Shots through 3 quarters of play. Baltimore 15, Harrisburg 13. The Heat have 4 blocks. Baltimore with 2 blocks. Blast are 1 for 2 on the power play. The Heat have not had any power play opportunities. As we start this 4th quarter, here's Mello in front. That's blocked by Patrick Thompson. Valello on it, trying to get it out of traffic. Does. This pass goes all the way up to the far side. Ricky Ricardinho Carvalho on it at the right point. He needs to come to life. Turns and shoots, and that's blocked. He'll get it back, though. Playing it to Thompson left side. Turns and shoots, and up. And out of play. So it'll be a goal kick. William Van Zilla to take it. In case you missed it, Utica losing today. So with that loss, Baltimore with a win will be tied for first with Utica City FC. Raley with it back in his own end. Santana playing it up the middle, Donatelli. And here comes Raley down the near side. Left side, shot by Thomas was wide, and then the Heat making a nice block to clear it back up the field. Manzella sending it out to the neutral zone. Nascimento slowing things up. Tony Donatelli on the near side. And he'll play it back to Vanzella. Vanzella dumps it all the way down in the left corner. Takes a bounce off the ledge and comes back out to the neutral zone. Diesel down the near side. Ty Hall able to win it away from D'Oliveira. But again, the Blast with it out in the neutral zone. A lot of possession for the Baltimore Blast in this game. Dos Santos back out for Oliveira. Now Elton D'Oliveira on it. Back for Vanzella, getting pressure, taps it near side Donatelli. He'll go backwards to his keeper again. Vanzella up the middle and back near side Donatelli. A lot of give and go action down those near boards. Great passing. Pereira getting it down to Santos, right side around the boards in front. Goal! Couple wild bounces down in front. But the Heat unable to stop it down in the crease. I believe they're going to give that to Juan Pereira. Yep. So Dos Santos sends it around. There's Pereira. Hit Willie B. And DePrima tried to stop it. But Pereira's going to get credited with the goal at 2:39. Juan Pereira's 5th of the season. And Dos Santos with the assist. 6-1 Baltimore. Neutral zone Santana. Near side, Francis. Back out for Thompson. And now Santana. Well, the luck of the Irish not with the Heat today. And the green and white not helping them. Thompson, center point, moves to his right shot. Another kick saved by Van Zella. Thompson again moving to his left, trying to send it in. Gets it back. Santana. Near side, Villela. Trying to get it to Francis, but he was tied up nicely by Thomas, doing a great job in marking him. Bello has it again outside his yellow. Long pass up the floor, trying to get it up. Takes a bounce off of Santana. Kick in for Baltimore. .11:13 to go in the fourth. 6-1 Baltimore. Dos Santos at the right point. Blessed defensively, they just do not allow the Heat to run, swarm. They have kept them under control this entire game. Dos Santos going back on the wing and then plays it back out to the neutral. In Baltimore, great job, possession, ball control, working the clock, setting up. Dos Santos again on the left wing. You fans in Baltimore, you've got 2 home games in the regular season remaining. Friday, March 22nd versus Orlando at 7:30. And then Sunday, March 24th against Mississauga at 3 p.m. Get your tickets at BaltimoreBlast.com. 6-1, Blast lead it. And looking to go to that first place tie with Utica. As long as they hold on and win this one, they'd need a major meltdown to lose this at this point. We're under 10 minutes to go. They lead at 6-1. Anzella taking his time. I think the Blast are taking their time. A little pressure by the Heat. They're not pushing up past midfield. Anzella's going to chip it all the way down into the corner. Pereira on it there, knocked away by Thompson. Comes out to Donatelli, and he'll play it again. Back out of midfield to D'Oliveira. Dumps it down for Tony Donatelli in the corner. The Heat able to step in there and keep it away from him with Villela. And again, Blast get it again. Here's Thomas getting pressure. Back to William Van Zella. He'll send it up the field, but this one's going to be 3 lines. You can throw it over the 3, but cannot kick it. And Van Zella knew that he was getting a lot of traffic there in front of him, had to get rid of it, but just put a little bit too much oomph on that. Restart coming up for the Heat, center point of the yellow line. Villela to the right side, shot it wide. Knocking it off the boards. Back out again, Villela. That was SK who had the opportunity, but could not convert. Hundelt. Up for Morgan. Passing it down the right side, trying to get to Francis, but Anzella saw that developing, came over and slid and took it out. Francis again on it, trying to send it across the middle, and the Blast come over with it. Dos Santos trying to get it out. Hundelt is pushed from behind by Dos Santos. It'll be a foul against the Blast with 8:09 to go in the fourth. 6-1. Baltimore in control. Santana dumping it down into the left corner. Ball knocks back up the field. Willie B knocking it off the board, scrambles to get back in time. Leaves Thomas open, sends it to the middle. Still loose there, and Dos Santos comes down the slot and scores. The Heat were scattered, and Dos Santos finishes it off for his second goal of the game. Time of the goal, 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Adriano Dos Santos stayed with it, right down, found the bottom right corner. Santana was there in the middle, trying to help out Villela, and they just could not stop him. Thomas will get the assist, 11th goal and second of the game for Dos Santos, makes it 7-1 in favor of Baltimore. Well, we told you when the Blast are home again, the Heat are finishing this season with a 6-game homestand starting here today. Harrisburg home next weekend, Saturday, March 23rd against Orlando. Hopefully Baltimore wears them down enough on Friday night that the Heat have them on Saturday. And then on Sunday, March 24th, Utica at 5:05 here at the large Farm Show Arena, Farm Show Complex. Baltimore would like a little help from the Heat in that one, but Utica has certainly had the Heat's number much of this season. And Harrisburg struggling along at 7-11. The Blast looking to win their 4th straight game here today. And will be tied in the East. You get your tickets for the Harrisburg Heat games at harrisburgheat.com, or you can buy them right here at the Farm Show box office the day of the game. It was a scoreless, slow first quarter. There's Danny Kelly and David Bascom, the assistant coach, both former Heat players from the 90s, and for Bascom into the early 2000s. Danny Kelly was a Penn State product. David Bascom from Bermuda. Man, are they just dominated, leading this Baltimore team the last several years. The Heat are going to go to the 6th attacker. And I believe that's Hundelt out there with the 6th attacker jersey on. Carvalho, kick save by Vanzella. All kicked out of play. It'll be a kick in for the Heat at the top of the arc. So the restart coming up at the top. Play to the right. Carvalho has it blocked. And then getting pressure along the boards to Francis and back out to the neutral zone. DePrima, Carvalho, DePrima. Near side DePrima. The Heat have to go back and recover it at midfield. Far side, Morgan with a blast. That's wide. Flex back to the opposite side. Sent down into the corner again. DePrima. Over to Francis. Francis. Hard shot, just a little high and wide. Knocks out to the neutral zone. DePrima runs it down. 6:05 to play in the fourth. 7-1 in favor of the Baltimore Blast. Heat will work it up the field again. To the near side, DePrima trying to center it. Tom Meller out there now for the Heat, seeing his first action of the game. Mostly see him during the power play opportunities, and the Heat have had 0 of those tonight. So now trying to put him out there in a scoring situation. Baltimore keeping control, setting it up the field. Working it around, Morgan trying to come up with it from Pereira, and does. And the Heat will move it up again. 6th attacker. Carvalho. DePrima. They'll work it over to Francis. Here's DePrima, left side, off the boards, to the middle. Carvalho's shot blocked, hit by Meller in the middle. They're saying it did not go in, and the Heat able to keep it out of the net. We'll have to check that one out eventually on the replay. Oh, that was so close. Tom Miller down there on that right post, and they're saying it did not cross the goal line. Here's DePrima off the boards again in the middle. A little chip by Miller. He did not blast it, and the chip falls short and caught by Vanzella. So a couple opportunities down there in the box by Tom Miller, but the Heat just unable to finish it off with 4 minutes to go in the fourth. 7-1 Baltimore. Danny DePrima. Heat working around. Morgan again, holding. Back out to the neutral zone. Carvalho trying to get it near the top of the box. Still loose. Poke to the side. DePrima on it. Now Tom Miller. His shot is blocked. The Heat keep control. Also good practice here for Baltimore. Up 7-1, work against that 6th attacker. As you head into the playoffs, you want all your special teams in peak playing position. Shot up and out of play. So it'll be a goal kick for the Baltimore Blast with 3:02 to go. Boy, I'll tell you what, that sure did look like it went in. Past that line. That one bounce early on. See if we can see that again, because that was, as we get a timeout here for Baltimore. DePrima knocks it hard. Carvalho hits it. Block there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely a goal by Tom Miller. But the officials did not catch that one, as DOCEO was able to get it back out of the net. But they do not use replay here in the league for these decisions. They can only show you what happened, and the fans are letting the officials know it. But DOCEO there makes that initial stop. The ball hits him. Goes into the net. Now the fans are reacting to the replay up on the board. Now look, fans, it's not going to help much. It would have only made it 7-2. You still would have been down by 5. But you want to see good, correct calls on the field, and the officials kind of missed that one. You know, in the old days, they used to have the goal judges sitting there along those side panels behind, hitting the lights if there was a goal. Kind of like hockey, but nowadays it's all done by the officiating. And no goal for Tom Miller on that one. 7-1 is our score. Baltimore Blast in control with 3:02 to play. Baltimore being outshot, though, the Heat with 19, Baltimore with 18. And the Heat will keep going with that sixth attacker. Left side, Carvalho. Vanzella challenging him. Far side, Francis. Baltimore pushing out a little bit further. And then they'll get it back in their own end. Mello sends it out. Donatelli bouncing one down wide. 2:20 to play. Blast in control. Morgan. Carvalho. Meller sending it back out to Francis. And Francis has to recollect. Just a matter of letting this time tick down. The Baltimore Blast are going to win this game. He's just trying to get it changed cosmetically a little bit. And they still face Baltimore one more time this season. That's going to be here in Harrisburg on March 30th. Look out, here's a steal. Dos Santos, he'll shoot and score. And a hat trick for him as well. Against the sixth attacker, time of the goal, 13:26. Got it away from Francis at midfield, his third of the game, 12th of the season. Makes it 8-1 in favor of Baltimore. Adriano Dos Santos. Against the sixth attacker. And the Heat admit defeat. Will he be back in net? Eight to 1 Baltimore Blast. And that'll be a nice drive back down I-83 for the Blast. Just an hour or so drive, hour and 15 minutes. Under a minute to play. 8-1 Baltimore. Blast will go to 13-6 on the season. Here's a shot wide, comes back out to the neutral. And they will be tied with Utica City. Seconds to go as they wind it down here, going through the motions. We invite you to stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll have some comments down on the field from somebody from the Blast. There's a goal for the Heat. Just a little mess up down in all that traffic, and SK may have gotten the foot on it to knock it past a couple Blast players. Let's see what happens here. Sent off the boards. Yep, SK just enough on it. Now Cemento down there in front, unable to stop it. 1 second remaining. Time of the goal, 14:59. SK with the goal. That's his 10th of the season. And makes it an 8-2 final here in Harrisburg. DePrima got the assist. And the Heat outshot Baltimore 20-19, but that's not what matters. It's who scores. And the Blast did it. We'll come back with a post-game show. It's Baltimore 8, Heat 2. Final score here in Harrisburg. Back with a post-game on MASL TV.
One-touch shot and goal!
That was arena soccer perfection.
With an absolute golazo.
As good a goal as you can see.
That was a heat-seeking missile.
To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or christherealtor4you@gmail.com. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Founded in 2004, DOCEO Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania.
All right, welcome back down on the field as the Baltimore Blast victorious over the Harrisburg Heat 8-2. Andrew Hoxie, 3 goals for you, although I know one of them, you got a little help from Patrick Thompson, but you and Dos Santos getting the hat tricks, and a good solid performance and a win for the Blast in.
Yeah, overall, you know, we pride ourselves with defense, and today it was a good performance for us. So
yeah, you almost lulled them to sleep out there with the possession, keeping control, not forcing anything when you didn't have to.
Yeah, when you're not at home, you don't have to play pretty soccer. You know, you can keep the ball and let the other team run a little bit, and that's what we did tonight. And we also put our chances away, so it was a good performance.
This team has battled injuries all season, but it seems like, as the Blast always seem to do late in the season, you're putting it all together.
That's the thing. I mean, Coach Kelly's we got a deep team. I mean, one guy goes down, other guys can step in. Dantas was out tonight, and Adriano and I were able to step up and pick up his slack a little bit. So overall, it's a deep team.
And Van Zella, great positioning, making some big stops, especially with the feet when he had to.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. I've known him for 4 years now, and every year he impresses me. I mean, he's a little crazy. He knows that I call him crazy. But you got to be if you're an indoor keeper. So, and he played well tonight. So.
Utica City losing today. You guys are now tied for first, so that helps you in the standings, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, they're a great team. Picked up some great players. You know, it's going to be a battle every time we play them. They used to be Syracuse, now they're Utica. I mean, it's a hard fight battle for us. So I'm looking forward to it.
Congratulations, good win.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Andrew Hoxie for the Baltimore Blast, victorious 8-2. We'll come back with the final recap here on the MASL TV.
One-touch shot and goal!
That was arena soccer perfection.
With an absolute golazo.
As good a goal as you can see.
That was a heat-seeking missile.
To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or Chris the Realtor for you at gmail.com. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Founded in 2004, DOCEO Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. FREEDMONT Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. FREEDMONT Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations.
Welcome back. John Wills back with you. 8-2 in favor of the Baltimore Blast over the Harrisburg Heat. A scoreless first quarter in this one, then Baltimore took over. And Baltimore made sure that they never lost the lead in this game. And Andrew Hoxie is the one who started it. Watch him there at the top of the arc. He's going to go right down the slot. Gets the pass, gets the knee on it, finishes it off. 1-0 in favor of Baltimore. And then he gets it again here at 7:53 of the second. Works toward the top of the arc and just a blast. Bottom left corner. 2-0. The Heat get one back. Nice bounce right out to Patrick Thompson. He finishes it off. It was a 2-1 game at halftime. We move into the third. And Tony Donatelli getting it back in the corner and finding that bottom corner. 3-1 from Guernsey. Then a power play goal here, but it's actually Hoxie who sent it in front. Patrick Thompson just got the foot on it, trying to block it, and it went in. And Hoxie got credited with the goal. That made it 4-1. Dos Santos then at 9:21 of the third. He gets on a roll. His first of 3. Then you got Juan Pereira there early in the fourth from Dos Santos. Made it 6-1. 7:15 of the fourth. Dos Santos again, right down the slot, getting the foot on it. He worked hard in this game. Thomas got the assist. It was 7-1. Then at the 6th attacker on for the Heat, Dos Santos, nice easy one out by the yellow line to finish that off. Made it 8-1 on assisted goal. Heat get one back late. SK or Thompson. No, that was SK. You saw an old goal there by Thompson. But SK got one late for the Harrisburg Heat, 8-2. They had one that we all saw Tom Miller get. Really wouldn't have made much of a difference in this game. Baltimore pretty much dominated. The Heat outshot Baltimore 20-19. And as far as the block shots, Harrisburg with 5 and Baltimore with 4. But just a dominating performance by the Baltimore Blast. Did not allow the Heat really to get going offensively in this game. And the Blast now winners of 4 in a row and are now tied in the East. Baltimore 13-6 on the season. Utica lost. So because of that, Utica and Baltimore now tied for first place. That was a 9-3 Mississauga victory over Utica. Milwaukee over St. Louis 7-4. And Florida over Kansas City 12-8. The loss pretty much puts the Heat out of any possible playoff chances. And the luck of the Irish not with them today here in their green and white jerseys on St. Patrick's Day. So the Harrisburg Heat home next weekend. 2 games, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday night against Orlando and Sunday afternoon at 5 against Utica City. So the Blast now rooting for the Heat to win that game and help them out in the standings. And the Baltimore Blast, their final 2 home games coming up next weekend. Friday against Orlando and Sunday against Mississauga at 3. So check out the BaltimoreBlast.com for ticket information there, and also HarrisburgHeat.com for ticket information for the Heat's game. And that's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight in Harrisburg. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're back again next weekend here on MASL TV. Want to thank Chad Edwards and my crew here doing a great job bringing you this broadcast. And we'll see you next week. Again, our final score, the Baltimore Blast 8, the Harrisburg Heat 2. John Wilsbach wishing you a happy St. Patrick's Day here on MASL TV.